kilometers northwards from Pengyang. So that is the other point.
All right, we're also getting visuals as we are speaking, as we salute the Ladakh Bravehearts. Visuals that are coming in as we are speaking, these visuals coming in from Patna. And these are pictures that as we are speaking are coming in. The wreath-laying ceremony for martyr Havildar Sunil Kumar. He lost his life in Galwan Valley face-off. And these are from the Patna airport that these visuals are coming in. This is the wreath-laying ceremony for the martyr Havildar Sunil Kumar. And remember viewers, we are getting also the Prime Minister who has spoken a short while ago, and we also heard the Army Chief. Both of them have spoken in one voice where the message is clear. Our bravehearts who've been killed in action at the Galwan Valley, their sacrifice will not go in vain. This is similar to the line that has been said by both the Prime Minister as well as the Indian Army Chief. As these visuals are coming in, we continue to stay with them. This is the wreath-laying ceremony for martyr Havildar Sunil Kumar. He lost his life in the Galwan Valley face-off. This was between India and China, the intervening night of 15th and 16th. Something Shavan was giving us more details about. Visuals coming in from the Patna airport as I'm speaking, and these were coming in from there. India pays tribute to Ladakh Bravehearts, saluting martyr Havildar Sunil Kumar's sacrifice. Both the Prime Minister and the Indian Army Chief speaking in one voice across with India that stands to pay tribute. As visuals coming from Patna, India pays tribute to Ladakh Bravehearts, standing in tribute to the Havildar, to the martyr Sunil Kumar, who made the supreme sacrifice for his nation. India salutes him and promises the martyr and his family that this sacrifice is not going to go in vain. India salutes the Ladakh Bravehearts for this supreme sacrifice. And even as the tribute is being paid a short while ago, we hear the words of the Prime Minister and the Indian Army Chief. In one voice they say their sacrifice is not going to be forgotten. These visuals from Patna, where we're also going to be joined by Prakash, our Bihar Bureau Chief, who continues to be with us, where India pays tribute to Ladakh Braveheart. We salute the Ladakh Bravehearts, and the wreath-laying ceremony is continuing from there of Havildar Sunil Kumar, who lost his life in the Galwan Valley on the intervening night 15th and 16th. And as these pictures come, as the nation is angry, let us first go across to Prakash, who continues to be with us. Prakash, around you we can see there are people, there are officers, all of them standing in tribute, saluting and paying tribute to the Ladakh martyr, to the martyrs, the bravehearts who lost their life fighting for the nation.
The wreath-laying ceremony of the Havildar Sunil Kumar. He was martyred on the bordering areas of Indochina, and here we can see the body has arrived and it will be taken to Bihta. But what we get to know that the mortal remains will be kept in Patna tonight, and thereafter it will be taken to Bihta tomorrow early morning, which is 20 kilometers. And the district magistrate of Patna, Kumar Ravi, laying the wreath as of now, and in presence are Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, Sushil Modi, Road Construction Minister of Bihar, Nand Kishore Yadav, Shravan Kumar, and then next to him is Tejasvi Yadav, Leader of Opposition. And the wreath laying ceremony has begun. And since the body was expected earlier to arrive here in Patna at around 3 p.m. and but it arrived a little late because the journey started at around 3 p.m. and the flight has reached there. Now we have SSP of Patna, Upinder Sharma, laying the wreath. And the Havaldar Sunil Kumar was martyred fighting on the borders of Indochina, and it is a sign of valor and bravery. And today the Prime Minister of India also expressed his concerns and sent a message loud and clear to China that no matter what, we are not going to succumb to the pressure tactics of China, and we can fight it back. We can retaliate, we can give a befitting response. And yesterday, India lost 20 army personnel in a scuffle that lasted for a few hours on the Indo-Chinese border. And there we have the wreath laying ceremony that has started, and now I guess the BJP MP and the state BJP President Sanjay Jaswal would be laying the wreath. Also, we have in Jan Adhikar Party President Pappu Yadav in presence. So the formal ceremony has begun here as far as the wreath laying, and as far as Sunil Kumar is concerned, he comes from a village in Bihta where and Sunil Kumar is survived by 3 children, one 12-year-old son and 2 12-year-old daughter and 2 sons below 10 years, and his wife, his elder brother. And here you have the Bihar RJD President Jagdanand Singh laying the wreath. So the wreath laying ceremony on here in Patna. 5 Jawans from Bihar have been martyred in the scuffle that led to the death of 20 Jawans. And now we have leader of opposition Tejasvi Yadav also in presence. This is for the first time that Tejasvi Yadav has arrived here because he has already expressed his solidarity with the army Jawans early in the morning and expressed his concerns on what has been happening on the Indo-China border. The Tejasvi Yadav, RJD leader and leader of opposition, Bihar goes to the polls in December, and this is a good sign that both the opposition as well as the ministers are present here, and it's a good sign for democracy because Tejasvi Yadav is not in government. He's been present here, and now Bihar ministers are laying the wreath. So the family members of Sunil Kumar are distraught and are in disarray as far as his native place in Bihta is concerned. The moment they heard the news, they were in a state of shock. The 3 children and a wife are in a state of despair, distraught, and but the villagers are proud of the fact of the valor of Sunil Kumar, who fought for the country, and they're waiting for the mortal remains to arrive there in Bihta. But and we also get to know that the brother of Sunil Kumar, Mr. Anil Kumar, is also present here, and in some times from now, Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, Sushil Modi, would also be laying the wreath. Even the Congress leaders are present here. So as far as this fight between on the Indo-China border is concerned, today Prime Minister in his meeting with the Chief Minister expressed his concern, also sent a message loud and clear to the Chinese that no matter what, we are the incapacity to protect the borders, and also as a matter of fact that we cannot compromise with our dignity and sovereignty, and we believe that peace should be restored and non-violence should be there. And the Prime Minister also positioned that we'll go to any extent to protect it. No one should have any confusion about this. Our soldiers were beaten to death brutally. I want to assure to the nation that their sacrifice will not go in vain, and that's a loud message, loud and clear message that the Prime Minister has sent to China, that the sacrifices will not go in vain. And this is the kind of message the Prime Minister had also sent to Pakistan when Balakot incident happened and the surgical strike took place. So this is a confidence building measure, and the Prime Minister has also called for an all-party meeting very soon, and thereafter he will be consulting all the chief ministers and apprising them about the incidences that has taken place on the Indo-China border. So government of India positioning itself in a much better way and sending a message across to all the neighboring countries as well. So the government of India, and particularly led by Prime Minister Modi, sending a message loud and clear to the Chinese counterpart that the sacrifices of the soldiers or the army personnel, 20 army personnel who have lost their lives and who have been martyred, will not go in vain. So the wreath-laying ceremony is still on here in Patna. At the Patna airport, the mortal remains of Havaldar Sunil Kumar arrived from Chandigarh to Patna on a special craft, and here we have people from different political parties laying the wreath, and in the end the wreath would be okay. So the wreath-laying process is continuing, and it's a good sign that people from all political parties, BJP, Congress, RJD, Tejasvi Yadav, is standing together to salute the valor and the martyrdom of Sunil Kumar from Bihta, his native place, around approximately 20 kilometers away from Patna, and his brother Anil Kumar is also present here. And it's the supreme sacrifice for the country that Sunil Kumar has made, and the country is united. And what the Prime Minister has sent a message to the entire nation, promising that the sacrifice of these Jawans would not go in vain, and in no cost we are going to buckle down in any kind of pressure. We will keep the sovereignty and the integrity of the nation intact, and we believe in peace and non-violence. Is still sending a message that there is a scope for dialogue, and this unwarranted pressure and the scuffle and controversies on the bordering areas is unwarranted, and the government of India, because there's been international pressure that has been building on China for quite some time, and Chinese troops led the assault and and which led to the killing of 20 Jawans, and reports say that many Chinese army personnel were also killed. But as a matter of fact, the wreath-laying ceremony here on, in the presence of the National Security Guard, the Bihar Police Jawans, the Bihar government ministers led by Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar, Sushil Modi, because the Prime Minister today, during his meeting with the Chief Ministers, had requested all the Chief Ministers to send either themselves be present or send some of their representatives to be present.
In fact, Prakash, I also want to, as we are staying with those visuals, and that I also want to go across to our guests who are with us to get an understanding of what happened, how to move forward. There are statements that have also come in from the Foreign Minister. We are joined by our guests, Lieutenant General Rakesh Sharma, former 14 Corps Commander. We're also joined by General VP Malik and from Chandigarh. A very good evening to both our guests, our panelists. We want to get a sense here, Lieutenant General Rakesh Sharma. What does it mean when we've now heard the Foreign Minister clearly put it on record that it was the Chinese side that had erected a structure in the Galwan Valley on our side of the LAC, just Chinese side